Yo, what is up, guys? Icky here, and I'm gonna bring you another collecting update video. So as you know, I love collecting games. Old school, new school, doesn't matter. As long as they're fun and they're good, I pick them up and just add them to my collection. So I got a handful of stuff since the last video I made. I got a Crazy Taxi here running on the PS2. I guess I should just point that out first. So I went to Frankensons about 2 weeks ago when my homie Tiny came down to visit from San Francisco. That's where he lives now. But we went to Frankensons just to geek out for a second, and came up on this silver PS2 Mini that I have a Crazy Taxi running on there with the little USB thumb drive right here, and I actually have a free McBoot memory card, which I guess I'll show off now. Yeah, it's a normal memory card, but this has free McBoot, or whatever you want to call it, free MC boot. The exploit installed on here, so I can run games off a USB drive or a USB hard drive. So very cool to have that. So I guess let's start with the game pile. Spoiler here, it's all PlayStation, nothing else. Surprisingly, I didn't get any other kinds of games, just PlayStation stuff. So yeah, Crazy Taxi on PS2, that's what's running right here with the Offspring. Very cool soundtrack in this game. It reminds me of being like a young kid. But yeah, I forgot that this was even ported to the PS2, and it's really it's funny, it's like ported by Acclaim. I don't know. This came out right around the end of the Dreamcast's life. I don't remember if the Dreamcast is already discontinued when this came out, or they did it right before it went out. But it's cool to have that. Here's another game that I never played before, but heard a lot about. Is Under the Skin. I got this at Super Game Bros. It's a store in Diamond Bar. I'll post the link in the description, but yeah, I saw this there for like, I think $15, and I was like, oh shit. It's that weird Capcom game. And this one you just go through as this little alien, and their race is they scare people, or like they pull pranks on people. That's what they do. So you're sent to Earth as your test to, like, I don't know, to get out of your little like grade school kind of shit is to scare Earthlings, but Earthlings don't panic that easily, so you have to trick them into getting scared. And you can see right there, you can play as Jill Valentine on oh, you don't play as her, she's in the Resident Evil level, so it's pretty cool. There's a whole level that's like Raccoon City. Another Capcom game, Street Fighter EX3. So it's funny, this game is kind of like a downgrade from EX2. In EX2 you had Excel combos, which were basically like custom combos from Street Fighter Alpha 2 or Alpha 3, and they took them out in this one because this is a tag game. This is right around the time when Tekken Tag Tournament 1 was coming out, so I think Arika decided, oh, let's make this this PS2 exclusive. This didn't come out in the arcades at all. It was only a PS2 game. So this was a tag game as well. So it was really weird. You can cancel normals into your partner, and then your partner runs out, and you have like a little bit of time to like link shit after. It's good, but not as good as EX2. Another PS2 game, City Crisis. I already own this, but this is a really early. I don't know if this is a launch title or like right around the launch. The funny thing about this game is it's blank. There's nothing on the spine, so it's kind of funny. This one's unique when you see it. But yeah, it's like a helicopter game. You just go around saving people, but it's simple, but it's fun. Really cool game. So I got a case for it because the other one I had was loose. This one kind of boring, but everyone has this fucking game, GT4. But I owned this once when it first came out, but through the years, I don't know, I'm like most people. I sell shit. Either I trade it in at GameStop, or I trade it in, sell it online or sell it on Craigslist. But I have that again. That was like a $3 game. Same with this. This was like $5. I was surprised. I think because the digital version of Devil May Cry is out. That's why this is so cheap. But I found this complete at Super Game Bros. So shout outs to them. This one, I felt stupid when I went to the store. I went to GameStop in Covina, and I was like, "Hey, do you guys still have PSP games?" They're like, "What? Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah. Do you have any PSP games?" And sure enough, they had Street Fighter Alpha 3 with the case. I was like, "Fuck yes!" So I picked that up. I think this is kind of expensive. This was like $10, but I think because people keep it, they don't really sell it. But this is a port of Street Fighter 3 Upper, or Alpha 3 Upper, that that was like I think that was came out on the Naomi, and I don't think they really had any other ports other than this, which kind of sucks because it's a good update. I don't know, I like it. Also at that same fucking Lame Stop, they also had this shit, and I was so surprised. This was also kind of pricey, but I picked it up. This is a Persona 2 with the soundtrack and the big box included. And this is a port of the PS1 game. I don't really know the differences because I never played or finished any other Personas other than the fighting game Persona Arena. So this was kind of cool to find. Hell yeah, I picked that up. That was like $20 though. And the last PSP game from this last recent month, Ghost Recon 2. I haven't even played it yet, but supposedly this is nothing like the campaign from the console versions. It's its own, it's its own beast or its own story. So I'll have to try that out eventually. Oh, since I had a EX3, I managed to get a somewhat decently priced Street Fighter EX2 at I think at the end of last 3 months or 2 months ago. But this game usually goes for like 40 or more on eBay, like 40 or more, most commonly like around 45, I guess. But this was buy it now or best offer on eBay, so I made best offer. I ended up getting it for 35. That's with the shipping, and I'm happy with that. It's still kind of expensive, but you're not gonna get this for any cheaper than that unless you get it off someone who doesn't know what they have, or because this isn't a very common game. I don't think it sold very well. Probably wasn't that many printed, and it's actually good. People talk shit on the EX games, but most people that talk shit on them have never played them, and they're really, really, really fun. If anything, I wish Street Fighter 4 was more like Erika's EX games. So it's good to have that. Play with Darin. This one was basically free because I mentioned it to some of my people on my stream, but like I have a fucking uncle who's just like a POS, and he recently got he went back to jail or whatever, and he left all his shit out in the rain. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And I know he doesn't play these because he said his PS2 has been busted for years. So I was like, fuck this. This is in the rain. I'm going to take it. And surprisingly, this one's complete and it works because I put it in and played it for a bit. I never really played many of these games. I think I played MX before they became MX versus ATV, because I know at one point these were two separate series and then they just put them in the same... Fucking glare, man. I need to get a better camera. But they ended up putting it in the same series. So, I don't know. That's cool to have. I used to like those games. Same with this. This was another one left in the rain, Red Faction. I have a friend, Eric, who really likes these games, but I've never really played it. This one's kind of scratched, so I haven't tested it yet. I'm not sure if this was in the last month's video, but Lost Planet 2, I picked this up again because it's just a really solid co-op game. I haven't even tried Lost Planet 3, but I heard it sucks ass compared to 2. And surprisingly, a lot of Japanese people still play Lost Planet 2. So I'm almost done with the stack here. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm doing this on my fucking cell phone. I gotta get the other games out of here. So boom. Here's another one that's nice to have. Again, Resident Evil 2. This is my favorite Resident Evil game. I think my tier list being Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil Code Veronica, and then 4, and then everything else falls under that. But yeah, it's just, I've had this when I was a little kid, and I found this one at, damn it, there's a store near my house that it's a very little like hole in the wall kind of store that sells games. I can't remember. I think it's Pixel Vault. Yeah, Pixel Vault. He had this there, and I picked that up complete. And yeah, it's just really good to have this again because I haven't had it since, childhood. I've sold this or traded it years and years ago. It's cool to have that again. Another one that I got from Super Game Bros, Tetris Plus in minty condition, very minty. If you never played this version of Tetris, it is, it has classic mode, which is your standard ass Tetris, but it has this mode where this little explorer guy, the guy on the cover, he is constantly walking back and forth, and there's a spike trap coming down from the ceiling, and it's gonna crush him unless you clear the lines and get him to the exit. So it's very frantic. It makes you panic because you want to get those lines busted to get your homie out safe. So this is a very fun game. Here's a good one right here, Ghost in the Shell, and I had to pick this one up because Classic Game Room's review of it. When I saw that you just play as a Fujikoma, and I was like, what? It's a little tank game, and it's developed by Exact, the people that made Jumping Flash. What the fuck? So I had to get this one. It's pretty sick. Super short. I beat this one in I think it was 2 hours. I beat it. I didn't get some of the cutscenes because you have to play training mode, I think, a few times, or get different ranks in training mode to unlock different cutscenes. But it's really fucking fun. I'll play that one again in a few months. So, with all those PS1 games I was getting, I didn't have the PS3 hooked up at the time, so I had to play them on the PS2, but I didn't have a actual memory card, a physical memory card, because on PS3 you just save them to the hard drive. But so I had to get that for all those fucking games. But that's the end of the retro shit. Now it's just new stuff. So Black Friday GameStop deal, buy 2 get 1 free. I got Final Fantasy X2 and X. This was cool to have because I've never played Final Fantasy X. I've only played 7, the demo of 8, and 9 for an hour, and never finished any of them. But if I'm gonna do it, might as well finish 10 as well. I got, this was a cool one to get, Shovel Knight. I had no idea that this was even physical. I knew that it was download, but I saw this there and I was like, oh shit, I gotta pick that up. So I got that one. Here's one that's kind of whack. Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. I'm a big fan of the old Battlefront games, but the way that DICE did this, there's no fucking maps. There are 6 maps, or 4 maps per mode. So if you want to get any sort of variety out of this game, you have to play I'll play a few rounds of Supremacy, and then I'll play some Droid Run. Then I'll go play some Fighter Squadron. But I don't know, it has nothing on Battlefront 2 where there was multiple objectives going on in the game, and some people were in the space battle at the time. Those things are totally separated almost, and I don't know, it's just very basic. You can't even communicate. There's no voice chat in this fucking game. Like, how am I supposed to communicate with people? I know they have emotes, but they don't really do anything. Like, they don't help. I don't know. This game was kind of a letdown, and the fact that there's only 4 maps per mode, and if you want any more maps, you're just gonna have to fucking pay like another $60 or $30 or whatever to get that season pass bullshit and get, you know, more play out of this game. And there's no single player campaign either. Like, what the fuck, man? That's how I feel about that game. But it's still good. It's pretty. I don't know. I'm just torn. It's not what it's supposed to be. And I guess the last thing I'll put here, the PS1, PS4 controller that comes with that anniversary edition box. I have the box, but I put it away because I don't want it to get all fucked up. But this is cool to have because I needed a new controller anyway because my thumbsticks were all getting kind of, I don't know, this texture wears off after a while. But had to get a new controller. But that one's cool to have. I like that old school style. But yeah, that's everything for this next video here. I probably won't make another one of these for a while. Yeah, Christmas is gonna be fucking hectic with work. I'm gonna be so fucking busy. I'm gonna be so tired. That's why I haven't streamed in a while. But I apologize to anyone you know, that's always in the stream if I'm not doing it as much as I used to, especially playing Fightcade and just VF and all the other shit. VF's very slow at the moment, so I can't really stream that or, you know, play it. And yeah, I'm just busy with work, getting really tired. But, you know, I'll do my best to do it, you know, as much as I can. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Peace out, guys. Later.